Ready? Here we go. Oh my God! Holy sh! Oh, that gave me such a shock. So loud. Can I give it a little? Can I give it a little blip? Oh my God, it's insane. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Kid in a Sweet Shop. So last week's episode, I got to meet the lovely Peter Saywell and he took us around his awesome car collection. And we did walk past a certain car because I promised that that car deserved its own episode because it is that special. So I'm joined again by David and by Peter, and this episode is all about the awesome Pagani Zonda PS. There it is. Was that a good intro?
Yes.
I think it deserved that kind of intro, didn't it?
I thought you were talking about me for a minute.
Well, of course I was. I mean, this is, first of all, it's a Zonda that's got your initials on the end.
It does make it rather special.
Yes.
Let me tell you from the beginning.
Go on.
Right, well,
okay.
Many years ago, the first Pagani Zonda was introduced to the UK. And to be honest, it did nothing to me whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But then a superseding model, the Zonda F, was introduced, and basically I thought that looked something rather interesting, rather special.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up being a proud owner of such a beast, which I hung on to for several years. We proceeded to dream up a specification as greatly assisted by the factory, and we ended up with a newer version which was entitled the Zonda PS. That car was basically delivered in black, white and yellow colour scheme, and several minor modifications were introduced. Again, I decided, I'd like to do something to make it even more special, which ended up in blue and black carbon finish. That was enjoyed for a number of years, and it came to pass that we had a track day at Goodwood, and there was a number of us taking cars to the circuit. Yeah. And unfortunately, the Zonda had quite a major mishap, which ended in having to go back to the factory to be completely rebuilt.
Oh no!
So, assisted by Horatio Pagani, we looked at doing something really special about it and spent some considerable time during its repair to put in some major modifications.
One of the big noticeable changes is the gearbox has been changed back to manual gearbox.
Right.
So the original white car had a paddle shift system in it, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And then the blue car had a second generation paddle shift system in.
Yeah.
Then after the knock, it came back and Peter decided to put it back to manual, which is what the original Club Sport F was.
So you kind of you had it in a manual gearbox, then went to the old flappy.
Yeah.
And didn't get on with the flappy?
It wasn't. It was like a prototype.
Right.
It desired a lot. It wasn't any fun to drive.
Okay. Starting at the front.
The front display of the lights represented a face more than anything.
So it's like a smile.
So we
Okay.
At the best of times. So we. Sorry. Right. Okay. So we ended up with this, which was basically portrayed by the factory, which was much more to my liking.
Inside's a masterpiece. It's an absolute.
It's beautiful.
Mr. Pagani put this car together, and the whole cockpit was sort of like a fighter aircraft in principle, which is what he focused on, which made it, the unique shape as to what it is today.
So you were the first to do the Pagani modifications?
Yeah.
Bespoke?
Yeah.
You really were. And I suppose that's, why Horatio's kind of highlighted that and done something so special by naming, the car after you, because you were the first in making those modifications, which now you see a lot more, but you were the first.
Yeah, no, whether that's good or bad,
Peter.
I don't know.
You set the trend.
Oh gosh, here we go. Oh, look at that.
7.3 litre V12.
7.3
V12. Yeah.
V12.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
760 brake horse.
I don't know how it stays on the ground. I mean, that is some serious
The pipes for me
power.
are a work of art. You could take them off and hang them on the wall.
They're all titanium, aren't they?
Yeah. And ceramic coated, I believe, aren't they? The white.
Yes. It's utterly mind-blowing.
And steamroller tyres.
They are huge. Absolutely ginormous. I mean, it is such a lovely car. And you said you really love driving it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's very user-friendly. You'd be really surprised how easy it is.
To drive?
Yes.
I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And do you think you're not going to touch it anymore? This is it? You're finished with the old mods?
No, that's as far as it's going.
You sure, Peter?
Today.
Today?
This week. This week.
Do you get many Paganis going through your hands?
I've never had one come through the showroom yet.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So
Peter.
rare.
Not going to be this one. So get your eyes off.
Yeah, exactly.
It has your name written all over it.
I mean, it is just such a special car. And Horatio was very one-on-one as well?
Yeah, he's one-on-one. Him and Christian Koenigsegg have both been in my factory with laptops on and tuning the cars. They're very hands-on.
It really is just so special. And how many miles have you done in it?
Not that many, to be honest. Most of it, though it's been to Le Mans a few times and a few car rallies and what have you. And over recent years, it's only gone from here to Goodwood.
So every time you walk around it, you find something else. You see some more attention to detail.
Yes.
Some more amazing engineering.
I mean, I do. I love these bits. I've just, as you said that, they're kind of in the rivets that are, normally you wouldn't see that kind of exposed work, would you?
It's nice with the gloss and the matte finish carbon mixture as well across the
almost
car.
a Pagani trademark.
Yeah. The carbon?
Yeah, well, the way it's showing the rivets protruding.
Yes, exactly.
If you read Peter's book, he says he often just grabs a glass of wine, which he does. I've been lucky enough to share a couple with him, and we all walk around the cars. And you state that in your book, don't you? That it's just you like looking at them, walking around and looking at the attention to detail.
It's like a painting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is like a painting, and that's exactly what you're doing. Is you're collecting these incredible bits of machinery instead of a painting. You do when you collect artwork, you just sit and stare at it, and that's what you get to do with these beauties.
A piece of art you can use and drive and have fun in as well.
Exactly.
Not stuck on the wall.
Exactly.
Not stuck on a wall.
Or in the lounge.
Yes, even though I'm sure you would have liked to have got this in the lounge. Oh, Peter, it's fantastic. It really is very, very special, and thank you so much for showing us around. It's
well, I'm obviously very proud of them all, and they are something special, and it's not every day we have someone special to come and look at them anyway.
Oh, that would be you, do.
Oh, thank you, Peter. Thanks very much.
Oh, it's fabulous.
The diffuser's very quite aggressive.
Very.
And then you've got obviously the roof scoop, the snorkel that Peter had fitted coming into this. It had a spoiler on the original, but not this spoiler, Peter. That's correct, isn't it?
Smaller one or?
it was a different style, wasn't it? I think it was a bit smaller.
Yeah.
But the original car didn't have the shark fin or the roof scoop snorkel on it, which Peter decided he wanted fitted to the second generation before this one. The four exhaust, the quad exhaust coming out the way they do.
It's just
stacked lights.
It's a very, very iconic.
That is a traditional Pagani trademark because the first one I changed it all, so I had the exhaust pipes in a row.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
So when it went back to the factory, they would like to go back to the four because that's their trademark. And if you see that on their
Was that on the Club Sport?
Sorry.
Was that on the Club Sport, the orange car?
No, it was on the white one.
Okay.
I love that, and I think that's that's true testament to you. Is that, you really went for it in the changes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. I mean, you could kind of just say, oh yeah, just doing a liner of exhaust instead of the four stack, but the actual work that needed to go on inside the car to make that happen. I mean, it's quite something. And then to go, no, we're going to put it back. I love it.
At the request of Pagani.
Yes, exactly.
Could you unmodify
I'm just
it, please?
going to, yes, exactly. quietly but firm. Oh,
but seeing the shape
fabulous.
of the whole car from here, the way it comes out in the rear hips, it's just, the lines of the car are like nothing else.
Can we just sit, because you're just standing.
Glass of wine?
Glass of wine, come on then. Come on.
Enough of bloody cars.
Let's open a bottle.